What kind of people become extraordinary leaders? In this lesson, Chris shows us what kinds of character traits it takes to be extraordinary, long-term leaders of people. The kinds of leaders who make the people around them better and leave the organization better off than when they arrived. Let's join Chris again as he gives us his insight in the character traits of extraordinary leaders.
Character traits of extraordinary leaders. When I do leadership training, particularly in high schools, although I'll do it in companies and organizations that I work with as well, one of the first things that I like to do is I break the groups up into smaller groups, particularly again with high schoolers, because I like to make them think about what is important about leadership. I break them up into smaller groups, and I give them about 5 or 10 minutes in groups of 4, and I tell them this. I want you to come up with a list of characteristics of people who become the best leaders. And then I'll give them 5 or 10 minutes and they sit down and they write them out. And then one by one, I'll take them through the groups. And here's the ground rules for them. The first group starts and they give me their list of 5. And then the next group goes and they give me their list of 5, but taking out any of them that have been said by the previous group. After about 10 minutes of doing this, group upon group, getting up and sort of making their presentations about those things that they think are characteristics of the best leaders, we usually end up, if there's a class of 35 or 40 people, we usually end up with a list of about 40 items on the board. And these items almost inevitably come down to the following. There are usually 5 to 7 skills, and then somewhere between 30 and 35 character traits. And the reason I do this is to show the kids or whoever it is that's in the group that what really makes the best leaders is not so much the skills, although we are going to talk about the top skills that make extraordinary leaders. What really makes extraordinary leaders are character traits. Because when we look at people who become the best leaders, those who become the extraordinary leaders, those who leave ordinary leadership behind for good and go on through the rest of their life leading extraordinary groups, we find that what sets them apart is the character traits that they demonstrate in their lives. It's about who they are as people, not just what they can do, but who they are deep down.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?